So how did myWeboo get started? myWeboo was actually an idea where my brother and I came up with. He actually first came up with the initial idea, which has to do with video game aggregation. So all of your online video games could be, located in one place, so you can just play it, without having to sign in, sign out of different websites and trying to get to these games. And it was a cool idea. And he came to me and we kind of brainstormed. We just talked back and forth. And I said, hey, social media is such a big thing. And this was about, 2 years ago, mind you, where social media was just starting to pick up. And people were just really interested in using Facebook for work, using YouTube for, business purposes. And so we decided to go towards that route where you could actually manage everything, regarding social media from one place, which was pretty awesome, because then if you had 2 Facebook accounts, you wouldn't have to sign in twice, sign out, sign in. And so we did that, and then we, worked on it for a long time. And the funny thing about startups is that your ideas are always changing. So one week, we'd have team meetings every week, and every week we come up with a new idea. And every week we turn down, some of the ideas we've been working on because of the fact that times change, or we find things really aren't feasible, things aren't working out. Maybe it's a factor that, a lot of our customers just didn't, bother liking, especially that specific, applications that we put in. And so it was always a challenge trying to figure out the next step, because that next step is so almost, unstable. You never know if it's going to stay consistent or not, because you got to test it out. And then we had the opportunity to attend the Web 2.0 Expo, which was amazing. It was just the funnest thing, but at the same time, it was the craziest, largest event we've ever gone to show off, myWeboo and what we do. And so when we were there, we actually had this little kiosk, and I'll tell you a little bit more about how funny, the specific event went. But overall, we were able to get an interview with Wall Street Journal. We got interviews with AOL Small Business, Yahoo Finance, and the Web 2.0 Expo. I actually got to meet Tim O'Reilly, who is in charge of O'Reilly Media, and also another, angel investment firm, which is, seed funding, which is the first initial money that you need in order to start a business. And so it was great because I got to meet all these influential people, but at the same time, we were able to promote myWeboo. And so after that, we actually had our first server crash. After the Web 2.0 Expo, we went home and our site was down for about 14 hours, and there was nothing we can do except wait to get server space to keep our site up, which is, pretty awesome feeling. And been working on that for 2 years with my brother, and right now we're discussing acquisition and maybe being bought off, which is, cool thing. But other than that, if you want, feel free to check out myWeboo.com.